Okay, hoping audio works. This is the 4,327th video I've recorded today. I'm going to start throwing things pretty soon. So looking at the system schemas for this, double click on the thing to bring the stuff up. If on later assignments or on later questions on this, you're going to have to create your own system schemas. These things won't be all present. So there's going to be one box. You click on that one box and you could just say, hey, I'm going to copy that, paste that, and for Christ's sake. So you could click on that object, uh, hit copy, and then tell it to paste. And now you've got a new object there that you could name. Okay, if you started with cart, then you could go through and say, okay, the next one is the track or whatever else you're going to need. So for future questions, when you need to create more things, I would go through, select it, then copy, then paste, and then you can rename it and move it about as necessary. For this one, we really just need to go through and talk about what things are interacting with what. So I'm going to slide it off to the side so I can see the setup a little bit down here. And I'm going to do this quickly. This is hopefully the first time you see it with audio. This is the third time I've done this one, and I've done everything else too many times. The scribble line, I'm going to start off with the earth and work my way up. So does earth interact with the table? I would say that the earth does contact the table or whatever is holding the track. So I put a line right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Then does the earth contact the track? No, table does. Does the earth contact the spring? Nope, table does. Does the earth contact the cart? Nope, track does. So I'm done with the contact interactions with the earth. Then I can go to non-contact or gravitational interactions with the earth. So then I would say, does the earth also gravitationally interact with the table? Definitely does. And now I'm going to change this to a dashed line. Does the earth gravitationally interact with the track? Yes, it does. Dashed line. It also gravitationally interacts with the car, and it gravitationally interacts with the spring. So all of those dashed lines show gravitational interactions with the Earth. The Earth interacts with the spring interacts with the Earth gravitationally. The Earth is in contact with the table, but not in contact with anything else. So now I move on to the table. Earth, done. Onto the table. Don't need to worry about table. Earth took care of it. Does the table contact the track? Yes, it does. So I go there. Right now it's a dashed line. I'm going to change it to a solid line. The solid lines mean contact. The dashed lines mean non-contact interactions. Does the table make contact with the spring? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that the spring is connected to the track through this thing, or the spring makes contact with the track. So I'm going to say the table does not contact the spring. The table also does not contact the cart. The cart is on the track at all times. So the table interacts by contact with the track and the earth, and that's that. Now I move on to the track. Does the track contact the spring? Yeah, sure, you betcha. So this line shows the spring contacting the track contacting the spring. Does the track contact the cart? Yeah, sure, you betcha. The track and the cart are interacting right there. So I've addressed the earth, the table, the track, and now I go on to the spring. We've already addressed spring and table, spring and earth when I was on earth and on table. We've addressed the track. So does the spring interact with the cart? Yeah, sure, you betcha. Right here, it's in contact. So a solid line showing that contact interaction. So that shows all of the different interactions. Now for a closed system, I'm going to say that I'm going to put a box around my system. In forces, we were just choosing like one individual object and saying that object is our system. With energy, we are looking at our system to be a variety of things that are maybe a little bit more interconnected. So I'm going to say for this one, everything is in my system. I highlighted all of that, or pardon me, I chose a shape and then I went around all of that. I'm going to click on this for fill color, make it transparent so I can see my beautiful work. I'm going to change the color of that delightful square to blue so it's visible. And I'm going to make it just a little bit darker just so it's kind of obvious. There we go. Click. And there's our system schema with the box around everything. Well, should be. um, Pretend, use your imagination that there's a blue line there. For some reason, that didn't show when I did this. Delightful. But so the box is around everything, showing that everything is in our system. If everything is in our system, it's a closed system. No particles or objects can enter or leave. No energy can enter or leave. System schema.